To grow millions of apples, you must first master the art of the tiny seed, the humble rootstock.
Not just any seed, we select specific, resilient rootstocks, the foundational strength that determines the size and endurance of the tree.
Next, the scion, a cutting taken from a mature tree known for its perfect fruit. This is the variety we want to clone.
The precision of the cut is everything. The cambium layers, the lifeblood of the two pieces, must align perfectly.
The graft is joined and sealed. Two individuals, now one. This tiny union holds the promise of 1,000 apples.
They rest in a cold, controlled environment.
Under the tape, a biological miracle occurs. Cells divide, creating a protective bridge, the perfect connection.
Once healed, they are moved to trays. We provide the perfect bed for the young tree to set its new roots.
The nursery is a factory of life, a controlled world where light, water, and nutrients are perfectly managed. Watered with precision, not too much, not too little. Every drop optimized for growth. Vigilance is key. A single pest can threaten the work of weeks. Integrated pest management is our shield. From a tiny union, the tree's architecture is formed. The scion begins to dominate, driving the growth of the new variety.
The young trees are hardened, ready for the next phase. A brief, intense year in the outdoor nursery field.
Out into the field, millions of trees planted with military precision. The land must be utilized to its fullest.
The speed of the process is incredible. Every movement is a calculated step toward maximizing yield. A sea of young trees, awaiting their year of intensive growth before being sold to orchards across the globe.
Through the cycle of seasons, the trees strengthen, their root systems expand, preparing for a long, productive life.
The human element is irreplaceable. Experienced eyes assess the progress, ensuring peak genetic and physical health.
Time has come. The trees are carefully harvested, their root systems protected for transport.
Millions of future orchards, bundled and labeled. Every tree accounted for, every variety secured.
Precision logistics, the right tree to the right farmer at the right time. Our global reputation rests on this detail.
From our field to the farmer's field, the final journey of the young tree begins, kept dormant and protected.
This young cargo carries the genetic map for the next generation of perfect fruit.
The trees are planted in their final homes. Spring arrives, and the promise of the graft is finally fulfilled.
The pollination is complete. The king bloom and its successors begin their transformation into the final product.
A necessary sacrifice. Removing the weaker fruit ensures the remaining few grow to a perfect premium size.
Summer heat is the crucible. The tree's strength, derived from its rootstock, is put to the ultimate test.
Water precisely delivered. A modern orchard conserves every resource, feeding the fruit directly.
Science dictates the harvest. We wait for the peak Brix level, the perfect balance of sugar and acid.
The moment of truth. Months of planning and work culminate in this golden, bountiful harvest. Picked by hand, with the utmost care. A bruised apple is a lost profit. The day's yield. Each bin is tracked and accounted for, maintaining the chain of custody.
Technology aids the harvest, increasing speed and safety without sacrificing the gentle touch needed for the fruit.
The initial harvest is complete. Millions of apples are on the move, destined for fresh packing and processing. The factory floor. Here, the bounty is sorted, graded, and prepared for the global market.
For long-term storage, apples are put to sleep. Low oxygen, low temperature. Time is virtually stopped.
Precision engineering. Every variable is locked down to extend the freshness for months. The fresh pack journey begins.
A cushion of water protects the fruit from the initial shock of movement.
A gentle wash removes field residue, preparing the skin for the ultimate grading test. The eye of the machine. High-speed cameras analyze color, size, shape, and even internal defects invisible to the human eye.
The apples are categorized into hundreds of possible grades, destined for different markets or processing streams.
Instantaneous, flawless selection. The million-dollar investment in technology ensures zero human error in grading.
Only the best for the fresh market. Each apple is treated like the premium fruit it is, protected in its final resting place.
Ready for shipping. A strong, attractive brand tells the story of quality from our farm to the consumer's table.
The final seal of quality. The palate is secured, prepared for the long, protected journey to any corner of the world. Not all fruit is destined for the fresh aisle. Excellent apples, slightly imperfect, move to the processing plant.
The first stage of transformation. Automated precision removes the skin and core, preparing the fruit for its new life as juice or sauce. Food-grade protection. The slices must be pristine, fresh, and perfectly preserved for the next step. The ultimate transformation. The fruit is reduced to a clean, highly concentrated pulp, the essence of the apple.
Maximum extraction. Pure, unfiltered juice is separated from the fibrous pomace under extreme pressure. A brief, critical stage, pasteurization. The juice is heated to a precise point to ensure safety and stability.
From orchard to shelf. The final product is sealed, preserving the perfect flavor of the fresh apple.
Logistics perfected. The final products are stored, awaiting distribution across continental boundaries.
The cycle is a closed loop. From the rootstock to the retail shelf, we control the quality, the volume, and the final experience.
But the work never stops. The next season, the next generation, requires constant innovation in orchard design.
Sustainability and yield are rooted in science. Soil analysis guides our fertilization and health strategy.
Genetic mapping ensures we maintain the purity of the variety and select for traits like disease resistance and superior flavor.
Knowledge is the greatest crop. The skills of the last generation are passed to the hands that will manage the next millions.
This is the system, the dedication, the commitment. This is how you produce millions of apple trees.
The process complete. The quality assured. The promise delivered. Each year begins with quiet planning. The rootstock must be perfect, the field prepared. The earth is broken, revitalized. Good soil structure is non-negotiable for millions of seedlings.
Precision weed control and moisture retention. Modern farming eliminates variables that jeopardize growth.
Inventory control is crucial. Millions of rootstocks must be the correct cultivar and in peak dormant condition.
Dormancy is the key to successful grafting. We keep the life force asleep until the moment of the union.
We utilize various techniques. Chip budding allows for exceptional efficiency and a strong, seamless graft.
A single bud, a perfect clone. The genetic future of the apple is contained in this microscopic placement.
Sealed and protected. The rubber holds the union tightly, providing a sterile environment for the callus to form. Nature's incubator. The shade and moisture coax the graft to heal before the young tree is fully exposed to the sun.
The miracle of life. The scion has taken, and the new tree, the perfect apple variety, begins its rapid growth.
The heading back cut. We remove the old to nourish the new, directing the tree's power into the desired variety.
Field of millions. The nursery is now a living library, each tree an identical clone of a champion apple.
Mechanical weed control minimizes chemical usage. A healthy tree environment is paramount.
Guiding the growth. Training the young leader to ensure a straight, strong central axis for the future orchard. Targeted nutrition.
We supplement the soil with foliar feeding for rapid, healthy leaf and stem development.
Every week, the data is collected. No guesswork. The trees receive only what they absolutely need.
The field year is one of rapid consolidation. The tree is building the wood, the structure, and the strength it will carry for decades.
Leaf stripping induces full dormancy, ensuring the tree is ready to be lifted and transplanted with minimal stress.
Winter arrives. The rootstocks, now fully mature trees, are ready to fulfill their purpose in a commercial orchard.
The final nursery action. The blade lifts the million-tree harvest, protecting the critical root mass.
Minimal shock. From the earth to the cold room in minutes, preserving the life force.
Final quality control. We guarantee the health of the tree and the integrity of the graft.
Millions on the move. Coordinated logistics ensure the trees reach their new orchards across the world in perfect condition.
Our quality is trusted globally. The foundation of new orchards in every hemisphere begins here.
In their final home. The modern orchard is a permanent installation, a long-term commitment to production.
The graft union must remain above the soil. This prevents the scion from developing its own undesirable root system.
The new life begins. The tree adapts, and the farmer meticulously trains its form for maximum light interception.
The first major bloom. The tree is now a producer, a magnificent display of potential.
It's a critical agent. We manage the health of our pollinators as closely as we manage the health of our trees. Protection is proactive. Targeted, precise application protects the developing fruit from pests and disease. Summer pruning. Removing unproductive growth directs the tree's energy into fruit development and maximizes light penetration. The apples are bulking up. The internal machinery is working overtime, accumulating sugars and complex flavors. The final polish. A natural, food-grade wax protects the fruit and enhances its natural beauty for the fresh market.
Millions of pristine apples, packed to specification, ready for rapid delivery to premium retail.
Quality control is a constant. Even processing fruit must be free of spoilage to maintain the integrity of the juice and sauce.
Enzyme treatment. A natural, controlled process to maximize juice yield and clarity from the dense pulp.
Clarity achieved. Multi-stage filtration removes all sediment, resulting in the brilliant, clear juice consumers expect.
Final storage. Ready to be bottled or packaged as a commodity, representing millions of apples.
Sealed for security and freshness. The integrity of the product is locked in at high speed.
Our entire process, from soil to finished goods, is transparent and fully optimized. That is the guarantee we offer.
Even in millions, every tree counts. We ensure a near-perfect survival rate through constant checks.
The infrastructure for growth. Every tree requires support to maintain its desired shape.
Framework is critical. The high-density orchard relies on this permanent support for decades of production. Precision planting begins with precision holes. Spacing is calculated to the centimeter for optimal light capture. Straight rows are not just aesthetic. They maximize efficiency for all subsequent mechanized operations.
The strategic importance of the pollinizer. These specific trees ensure the main crop is fully fertilized and sets fruit.
We supplement the natural population. Native bee shelters are placed for peak pollination efficiency. Integrated pest management. We monitor pest numbers constantly, treating only when the economic threshold is met.
Mechanical thinning is the first pass. Removing most of the excess early directs the tree's energy into the remaining fruit.
Nature's selection. The central king fruit is the one we aim to keep, ensuring the highest quality size. Core challenge, converting sunlight and water into perfect mass. Every day of growth is a victory.
The final touch, Reflective ground covers ensure the bottom apples receive enough sunlight for a uniform red color and perfect ripeness. Millions of perfectly colored apples. The collective result of year-round, intensive horticultural management.
Zero tolerance for bruising. A soft hand ensures premium quality from the tree to the bin.
The future of harvest. Robotics offer unparalleled speed and consistency in a labor-intensive process. The harvest volume is immense. A continuous, rapid logistical chain is required to move the fruit. Immediate cooling is vital. Dropping the fruit's core temperature preserves the field freshness.
Water transportation minimizes impact. The fruit's journey through the facility must be entirely non-abrasive.
Precision sizing is automatic. Each apple's weight is measured at speed, dictating its final destination package.
The human veto. Even with technology, a final, expert eye is the last line of defense for premium quality.
Transformation into applesauce. Careful, consistent heating breaks down the fruit structure into a smooth texture.
Manual intervention ensures quality. The texture must be perfectly consistent before the final blending.
Refinement. The final texture must be perfectly smooth, a hallmark of premium-grade sauce.
Filled hot for a vacuum seal. The sauce is immediately sealed to maintain its freshness for years.
Branded for the shelf. The final step in transforming millions of apples into a premium, consumer-ready product.
2 distinct markets, 1 continuous supply chain. Our integrated model maximizes the value of every single apple.
The relationship between grower and nursery is a partnership.
All right.
Our success is measured by the quality of the harvest.
Innovation is constant. We test hundreds of new cultivars, seeking the next premium apple with superior characteristics.
Sensory evaluation. The final product must meet a rigorous standard of flavor, texture, and aroma.
Appleage. A multi-million apple ecosystem, every step, from a tiny bud to a finished product, preparation for dormancy. The core of next year's crop is secured from the winter elements. Life in the cold. While the world sleeps, the grafting process is already underway for the next season. Budwood quality is the starting gate. Only the healthiest buds carry the promise of a premium apple.
Variety and technique. Different rootstocks and scions require a tailored grafting approach for best results.
Seamless connection. The cambium layers are aligned for a rapid and strong cellular bridge. Optimal spacing. Every single tree is given the perfect parameters for peak photosynthetic efficiency.
Microclimate control. The atmosphere is precisely tuned to encourage rapid growth and callus formation.
First structural cut. We are designing the future canopy, ensuring a balanced, productive tree form.
Digital orchard management. Every tree is a data point, contributing to yield prediction and health monitoring.
Proactive disease management. Rapid drying of the fruit prevents fungal outbreaks after wet weather.
The sun-kissed finish. The reflective sticker directs light onto the shadowed side, ensuring uniform 360-degree color.
Ergonomic and protective. Every tool in the harvest is designed to prevent bruising and maximize picker comfort.
Smooth transit is mandatory. The fruit is protected from field shock all the way to the sorting line.
Automated rejection. Flawless technology identifies and removes any fruit that does not meet the premium fresh market standard.
Sealed for peak freshness. The date of packing is the guarantee of our quick turnaround time from the tree.
The final human check before transformation, ensuring the integrity of the material before it enters the pulper. For separation, the centrifuge enhances clarity, removing the last microscopic particles for a flawless final product.
Final bricks check. The processed product must deliver the same natural sweetness as the fresh fruit.
It's a journey across the ocean,
Refrigerated transport maintains the perfect conditions from our port to any market. The ultimate reward. Seeing the successful transformation of our seedlings into productive, thriving orchards.
Winter maintenance. Every piece of equipment is refurbished and sharpened for peak efficiency in the spring.
Precision tools for precision work. The quality of the graft is directly proportional to the sharpness of the blade.
Sterile start. The potting medium must be pathogen-free to give the young grafts a clean slate for root development.
Perfect recipe. A custom, nutrient-rich blend is scientifically formulated for rapid root development.
Bench grafting for scale. Simpler unions allow for massive production numbers to meet global demand.
Wax sealing. The graft union is covered with a flexible, breathable shield to maintain perfect moisture balance during the healing period.
Callousing in the dark. Controlled temperature and high humidity force the perfect, invisible bond.
Maintaining moisture is a daily ritual. The environment must be perfect for the union to successfully form.
Hardening off. The trees are gradually acclimatized to the elements, toughening their cell structure for the field.
Root check. We confirm the rootstock has fully established before planting in the open field.
Maximized efficiency. Coordinated planting operations cover hundreds of acres in a matter of days.
Immediate irrigation. Every tree receives a guaranteed source of water from the moment it is planted.
Precision monitoring from above. Drones provide quick, high-resolution data on plant health and water stress across the vast field.
Data-driven decisions. Thermal imaging instantly flags areas needing immediate irrigation or disease treatment.
Suckering control. Eliminating competitive growth from the rootstock ensures all energy goes into the desired apple variety.
The end of the growth cycle. The tree enters full dormancy, concentrating its energy in the roots and buds.
Speed and precision. The entire harvest is choreographed to ensure minimal stress to the valuable root systems.
The clock starts now. Maintaining a consistent, low temperature is the key to preserving the dormancy for planting.
Trunk protection. The reflective white coating prevents sunburn and repels certain burrowing pests in the first year.
Coverage is everything. The protective barrier must be complete to repel all threats to the high-value crop. A dedicated stream for high-value cider. These apples are collected rapidly for immediate processing. Rapid processing for cider. Oxidation must be minimized to maintain the proper tannin profile.
First expression. The raw, cloudy, unfiltered cider is the foundation of a complex, fermented beverage. Art and science come in. The controlled fermentation process develops the depth and complexity of the final hard cider. Daily monitoring. We track the sugar conversion meticulously, ensuring the cider reaches its desired alcohol and flavor profile.
The final product. Millions of apples, transformed into a new, high-value beverage ready for the consumer. Seasonal change. The packing line switches between dozens of premium varieties, each with its own specific sorting protocol. Personal connection. We trace every box of premium fruit back to the exact orchard that grew the trees.
Planning for next year starts now. Forecasting demand and selecting the optimal rootstock for the new expansion.
The constant equation. Managing millions of trees and billions of apples is a data-driven science of optimization.
Subsurface preparation. The entire field is mapped for subterranean irrigation to maximize efficiency.
Strength test. A successful callus is firm and completely sealed. This tree is now a single, unified entity.
Forming the central leader. Every tree is trained to grow perfectly straight, preparing it for the orchard trellis. Sealing the wound. The sealant protects the open cut from disease, while the tree redirects its energy into new lateral growth.
Mid-row management. Keeping the area clean prevents weeds and reduces competition for water and nutrients.
Sterilization and maintenance.
All equipment is thoroughly cleaned to prevent the spread of soil-borne pathogens.
Trunk protection. Guarding against rodents and sun scald in the vulnerable first year of establishment. The biological army. We release beneficial predators to control pest populations naturally, minimizing chemical dependency.
The growth spurt. The tree redirects all resources to the select few, ensuring maximum size and density.
Nutritional precision. Late-season calcium treatments are vital for cell wall strength and long-term storage quality.
Advanced algorithm. The technology can grade apples based on complex color patterns, not just solid reds. Perfect presentation. A final, gentle polish enhances the fruit's natural luster before it is boxed.
Pre-packaged for retail. Convenience packaging provides product protection and a clear branding message.
Zero waste policy. The pomace is not discarded. It is dried and repurposed for animal feed or pectin extraction.
Rapid cooling. Immediately dropping the temperature preserves the fresh flavor and prevents thermal degradation.
Safety is paramount. Every single jar is screened to ensure consumer confidence and food-grade integrity.
Safety and quality are taught together. Training is the key to minimizing product damage and injury.
Generational commitment. Our pursuit of quality is built on decades of family farming history. Millions of trees, billions of apples. The cycle is continuous, precise, and optimized for global scale.
The promise is renewed. Every year, the foundation is laid again for the world's perfect apple.
Rootstock research. Continual testing for new genetics that offer improved disease resistance and greater dwarfing characteristics.
Vigor analysis. Analyzing the cellular structure to determine the inherent growth potential of the new rootstock.
Supplemental light. For certain varieties, a controlled light spectrum optimizes growth and strengthens the graft union.
Subsurface data. Real-time monitoring provides an intimate understanding of the root zone environment.
Branch training. Encouraging wide-angled branches increases future fruit-bearing surface area for the orchardist.
Perimeter security. Protecting millions of investment-grade trees from damage is a year-round priority.
Final pruning. Shaping the tree to be the perfect one-year-old whip, ready for its final orchard form.
Root protection. The clay slurry ensures the root system remains moist and protected during all transport and handling. Chain of custody. The security seal guarantees the integrity of the shipment from our facility to the client's hands. Dual protection. The spiral guard protects against both sun damage and early insect damage to the soft bark.
Microclimate data. Real-time information on temperature, wind, and moisture is critical for accurate spray and irrigation timing.
A symphony of life. A diverse pollinator population is encouraged for the most effective fertilization of the crop.
Growth rate analysis. Tracking the increase in diameter is a predictor of final harvest size and yield.
The breath of the apple. The final opening of the lenticels signals the fruit's preparation for harvest and storage.
Profitable close. The final bins are filled, carrying the peak flavor and quality of the season.
Cold chain integrity. Correct stacking is essential for uniform cooling and air circulation around every box. Non-thermal sterilization. Ultraviolet light provides a final, chemical-free layer of microbiological safety for the juice.
Seal integrity check. Any jar without a guaranteed vacuum seal is immediately rejected to prevent spoilage.
Automated logistics. Robotic palletizing ensures uniformity and maximizes the volume per pallet for global transport.
The ultimate validation. Seeing our millions of seedlings fulfill their potential in the hands of a great grower.
Off-season soil health. A winter cover crop prevents erosion, retains nutrients, and builds organic matter.
Beneficial biology. Inoculating the roots enhances nutrient and water uptake for the tree's entire life.
The magic cut. A tiny cut in the bark can release growth hormones, ensuring every bud breaks and grows uniformly.
Hydroponic precision. Nutrient levels are metered to the microgram, ensuring the highest possible growth rate.
Creating the perfect canopy structure early. More lateral growth means more immediate fruit in the orchard.
Winter protection. A dormant season spray controls overwintering pests and fungal spores before they can emerge.
Frost protection. Simple, manual methods are still critical to save the tender growth from an unexpected early freeze.
Rapid reception. Core temperature must be checked immediately to ensure the cold chain has been maintained from the orchard.
Micro defect detection. Even a minor puncture compromises long-term storage and is immediately routed to processing.
Surface sterilization. A final step to ensure all surface bacteria are neutralized before the fruit is cut. Byproduct management. The peels and cores are a valuable raw material, not waste, and are immediately separated.
Homogeneity assured. Continuous, slow blending guarantees a consistent texture and flavor profile across the entire batch.
Delicate automation. Robotic precision protects the fragile glass jars while maximizing packaging speed.
Dynamic logistics. Real-time demand dictates the flow, routing millions of finished units to their global destinations.
Sustainable transport. Utilizing rail for long-haul inland journeys minimizes the environmental footprint of the operation.
Tissue culture. Micropropagation allows for the rapid and disease-free scaling of the most promising new varieties.
Full canopy management. Every piece of fruit, even at the highest point, is managed for peak size and quality.
The final blush. The color compounds are set, signaling the peak of ripeness and flavor maturity.
Objective readiness. Harvest begins only when the fruit color matches the precise standard for its variety. Go ahead, start the harvest.
A harvest of millions. The perfect coordination of nature, science, and technology, delivering the world's finest fruit.
Custom orders. Specific rootstock and scion combinations are reserved for clients requiring specialty, high-value orchards.
Maximizing material. Every piece of champion wood is utilized to create the highest volume of new trees.
Upping the grade. Repotting into a larger container ensures a massive root system for the best possible start in the final orchard.
Growth manipulation. A temporary restriction in the bark redirects hormones, forcing the desired lateral branching.
Drainage test. We confirm the soil structure can handle intense water, crucial for orchard survival.
Chemical-free pest control. A sticky barrier prevents ground-dwelling pests from climbing and damaging the canopy and fruit.
Smart defense. Pheromone emitters disrupt pest mating cycles, minimizing the need for broad-spectral insecticides.
Mechanical hedging. Maintaining a narrow, precise canopy profile for maximum light penetration and air circulation. Labor efficiency tracking. Data informs picking rates, ensuring fair wages and optimizing crew deployment across the large orchard.
Variety sorting. Apples of different varieties are gently separated immediately upon entering the facility to prevent mix-ups.
Final scrub. A high-intensity water jet removes any lingering debris or protective wax before processing. Precision cooling. Ensuring the temperature drops quickly enough to prevent flavor degradation while maintaining safety.
Finished goods distribution. The processed product is now a high-value commodity, rapidly entering the final market.
Soil prescription. Every micro area of the field is managed separately to ensure optimal conditions for the next million rootstocks.
Expert mentorship. The subtle, crucial skills of orchard management are passed down through one-on-one instruction.
Early intervention. Disease is monitored daily and spot-treated immediately to prevent it from spreading through the millions of flowers.
Resource allocation perfected. The tree's energy is entirely focused on producing fewer but much higher value premium apples.
Starch assessment. A final, crucial test to ensure the apples are mature enough to handle long-term cold storage. Full traceability. Every apple can be traced from the final box back to the precise tree that produced it. The stored bounty. Millions of apples, perfectly preserved, ready to feed the world's demand year-round.
nocturnal treatment. Treating at night minimizes volatility and allows for highly specific, targeted dormant oil application.
Bespoke propagation. Rare or difficult to graft varieties require a dedicated, ultra-controlled environment for success.
The tradition of precision. Hand skills are fundamental and are taught one-on-one for absolute quality control.
First breath. The graft is strong enough to handle the lower humidity of the open greenhouse.
A sacrifice for strength. The first year's energy must be redirected entirely into root and wood development, not fruit.
Trunk sealant. A breathable polymer coating protects against cold damage and prevents bark cracking in winter.
Fertigation precision. Nutrients are delivered directly to the root zone with the irrigation, minimizing waste and maximizing uptake.
Insurance on the branch. Hail nets are deployed instantly at the threat of a storm, protecting the entire high-value harvest.
Firmness testing. The fruit must meet a minimum pressure standard to guarantee its texture and storability.
Automated logistics in the field, minimizing human handling and maximizing the speed of transfer to the cold storage.
Storage longevity. Anti-scald treatment is applied to long-term storage varieties to prevent surface browning in the cold room.
Ethylene control. A small sachet in the box absorbs the ripening hormone, extending the shelf life of the premium fruit.
Flavor integrity. The final processed product must meet the precise sugar-to-acid ratio specified for the brand.
End-to-end traceability. Full data history for every processed batch, guaranteeing quality and providing immediate root cause analysis.
Certified quality. Third-party verification of our processes and product standard is a hallmark of our reputation.
Global mentorship. Sharing our success and technology with growers worldwide, raising the industry standard.
The next contract. Securing the foundation for the next generation of millions of perfect apples. The dormant cut. Winter pruning directs the tree's energy, managing light and airflow for the next season's bounty.
Spring readiness. The sensors are in place to capture the full data profile of the millions of young trees' initial growth.
The start of the cycle. The million-tree promise is about to be realized for another season.
Foundation is set. Perfect rootstocks, perfect grafts, awaiting their day to become the world's most productive orchards.
Fruit set confirmed. The careful planning and management have delivered a strong, high-quality start to the crop.
Autonomous management. Robotics assist with the repetitive, fine detail work, ensuring continuous optimization of the canopy.
The final touch. The last human sensory check before the fruit begins its journey to the consumer.
The river of quality. A continuous, immense flow of premium fruit, all graded to the highest global standard. Premium destination. Only the finest grade is rooted to the world's most discerning luxury markets.
Convenience production. Transforming millions of apples into ready-to-eat, single-serve portions for modern consumption.
Sealed for flavor. The airtight seal locks in the freshness and natural flavor of the sauce.
The taste of success. Every drop reflects the quality, precision, and dedication of the entire organization.
Our genetic footprint. Millions of new trees, carrying the promise of the perfect apple to a global scale.
Rest and rejuvenation. The tree rests after a season of immense production, gathering strength for the year to come.
Final polish before shipping. Ensuring the tree is a perfect, clean whip, ready for its client. Secured for transit. The final layer of protection guarantees dormancy and prevents damage during the long journey. The next generation is on its way. Millions of futures traveling to become the orchards of tomorrow.
The final connection. The journey of the millions ends with a single, perfect piece of nutritious fruit.
Wholesome tradition. The taste of pure, quality apple, enjoyed in every home.
A modern indulgence. The product of millions of specialized apples, perfected for a premium beverage. The scale is immense. The dedication is total, Every number is a testament to the integrated system.
The cycle completed, the promise fulfilled. From a tine bud to global sustenance, the work begins again.